This is Brent Gilmour, Chief Commercial Officer of the Canada Green Building Council, coming to you from COP28 in Dubai as well, where we've actually heard a number of critical announcements as relate to sustainability, but we've also heard quite a bit of progress since COP26, particularly for those who've been following is the International Standards Board's ISSB, where they were advancing the implementation of that globally, including the opportunity for this rollout in Canada. And so what we understand is that a board within Canada will be looking to import that new framework, which really will help force and focus on the direction related to ESG and reporting of that and a standardized process. But one thing that's become more clear as it relates to that is that it's one thing to have the framework, it's also just as important as a way to actually have a transition plan. And what we're seeing is globally is with the transition framework that's been put into place in support of the ISSB is that a number of countries are also starting to consider a voluntary or mandatory expectation for reporting. And that's something we're also starting to see of consideration in Canada. But among all these great new frameworks has been a number of opportunities for support, financing going forward for industry across and around the world for sustainability, but also is the number of areas of related focus, whether that be on retrofits and the importance of being able to address existing energy use in buildings and the carbon reduction required. The need to continue to focus on skills and particularly green related workforce going forward is something that's been highlighted in the 8th day here on the focus of COP going forward. But also just as related to that is sustainable financing as being a number of pretty important area of focus and activity going forward. And finally, what we're seeing is the important focus now on how to actually move forward on addressing embodied carbon. But not just in buildings, but the entire aspect throughout all areas and sectors related to embodied carbon. These are just some of the areas of global focus that we're starting to see move forward more routinely and that we know in Canada are just as pertinent going forward.